What to look for in the squat when you do the assessment is what's happening to the, first of all, the ankles. Most people want to cheat by turning their feet out and the heels come up. You may see one foot come out when they squat down, and you may see the knee come in. Now, it's all about the body trying to figure out the way to perform the task or the squat. Now, they may have historical injuries, so you ask them, even if you see them standing with one leg out, and they do a squat, and say, have you ever hurt your ankle? Because the ankle and the soleus have probably the biggest impact on the ability to do a full squat. So then you make a note of it if yes. Another thing that may happen in the squat is the knees may go in, and that's usually an indication that the glutes here are weak or not active. So we will address that with some exercise when we get to the activity phase. And moving up the body into the hips, you may see the hips move to one side, and that's a compensation. Usually the person goes to the most flexible side, or they move away from pain, which they may have pain on the right side in the back. So moving up into the sacroiliac joint, they may have pain with the overhead position, but they'll probably like to do this because it decompresses the spine. If they have a disc injury, then we need to be careful and we need to be very strict on the standard of keeping the arch in the back. So this arch in the back here, the squat goes down and down and down until you see the butt wink, and that puts the back at huge risk of a disc injury, especially if you're loaded up. Okay, so watch for that, and if you're doing a score, you're going to come down. If they start to round, that's where you stop them. But ask them, can they stick their butt out and see if they can come down more. Ask them to lift their chest up, and they might be able to come down more. So it may be that they just don't know. So inform them on how to do that. Moving up the body, the arms, they may have shoulder pain, so when you're asking them to put their shoulders up and they wince, you may see, or if you can look at my arms, the left one, you see it sort of comes out to the side a little bit, and the elbow wants to bend. So I've broken my wrist, my elbow, my shoulder, dislocated my shoulder, and this is like 20 years ago. So the flexibility is okay, but you can see there's about 10%, 15% that I need to do some more work on. But what you're looking for is, okay, well, there's something not quite right there, I'll make a note of it. And we'll see what the lat stretch and other stretches do in the activation. But just keep an eye on it during all the other movement. But you're certainly going to ask them, oh, have you hurt your shoulder? And you make a note of it. Is your shoulder hurting right now? Give me a score at 0 to 10, how much shoulder pain you're in. How did you do it? Okay, so that's the safety concerns for the squat.